dear Professor, I'm Yunsik Song from South of Korea. Here I will presentation travel project now in this international tourism and culture course. The first part is self-introduction. My name is Yunsik Song. My hometown is Daegu. This city is normal and normal, but I think it's peaceful. My major is tourism management. I went on a new types of trip with my friend last winter. It was the largest trip I've ever taken. Just stay in the home and talk, cook, watch movies. The last one was nice to see Gangali Beach. The reason why I take this class, the motivation is to complete the graduation requirement. Secondly, to improve my English skill. One of my weaknesses is that my English is not good. So I want to have more fluent English skill through this class. This is a comment on YouTube lectures. People still think of tourism as a trip. However, if I find out more about it, can classify it in detail. I hope this class will fill in what I don't know. Next, I will present about my hometown things. My hometown is Daegu, one of the cities in Korea. To simply explain Daegu, it is located in the southeast of Korea. The population is 2.5 million. The features of this city are surrounded by mountains. Because of its geographical features, it is the hottest city in summer. The natives living here have a strong accent. If you spent the summer in Korea, you may have seen this food. This is called samgyetang. Korea is this to overcome the heat of summer. This is a traditional culture, and there is a festival unique to Daegu that has transformed it into a new and modern way. That is the Chicken and Beer Festival. It began in 2013. It is held every July. Currently, it ranked more than 1 million visitors. You can enjoy beer and chicken. In addition, there are celebrities, performance, and event. If you have a chance, please participate. Next, it is a YouTube comment. I thought I could classify some tours. However, there were more elements than I thought. I also realized that the system was very robust. Tourism is a continuous and complex industry with many factors combined. This time is travel package trip food. I tried making a wellness tourism. The purpose of tourism is to live and refresh from daily life in such a situation where you cannot travel freely like these days. The schedule was set for one day. First, after arriving at Jeju Airport by plane, take a shuttle bus to the Rainbow Bridge. The colorful Rainbow Bridge along the long coastal road is a famous spot here. Spend lunchtime at a nervy handmade hamburger and cafe. After lunch, take the shuttle bus for about an hour. Jeju Island has many hills that are not high as a tropical feature. 백야기 오름 is also one of the characteristics of Jeju. It is a great place to trek because it is not steep. It takes an hour to complete. You can enjoy the beautiful scenery around you. After enjoying the trekking, is Snoopy Museum as a theme park. There are many things to enjoy, including Snoopy exhibitions, videos, experience, and product. It is the last tourist course and the most active course of the tour. Here you can wear the costume you want, take a picture and enjoy racing, ATV, or horseback riding. Guide provides sufficient explanation and guidance so that even beginners can experience it. When all activities are completed, you will arrive at Jeju Airport by shuttle bus and this will end the tour. It's a YouTube comment. I learned about four types of A. Among them, I thought attraction was important. But after watching video, accessibility is the most important. Excessive travel time makes tourists hard. Moving on, there are three tourist products. I will present about the tourist product I have experienced. I prefer static tourism than dynamic tourism because I find refreshment and joy through rest. First is Daegu Art Museum. I like exhibitions. I don't know much about art, but it's impressive that someone expressed something in various ways, so I often visit new work when they are displayed. This subject is We Are One. At first, I looked at it from a human point of view. Should I be one humanity? I thought. However, both animals and plants are included in the we and contain the message that we should try to protect environment. This is Exco. Not long ago, a pet show was held here. I visited with a friend who has a cat to find out new information and equipment. That cat in the picture is my friend's cat. His name Mitsu. There was also service to draw pets. We wanted to join, but the time was the right. It was a good experience. It is a Sky Lantern festival held in Daegu every May before the Buddha's birthday. I came to visit this festival with my friend, and until the event begins, there are various performances such as music and dance. At night, write down wish on the sky lantern received and fly it like a balloon, and hope that wish will come true. This is the tourism product I have experienced. In the next part, I will introduce my family food culture. My family's food culture is divided into special and ordinary days. First, it is special day. On a special days or anniversaries like other families, we often going a good restaurant. Like this picture, it is usually family's birthday or outgoing. That woman in the picture is my mother. So my families enjoy cherry blossom and cosmos through spring and autumn. On these special days, eating outside like a restaurant, especially Japanese food such as sushi, cutlet, and tendon, it is one of my family's favorite food categories. Second, it's a ordinary day. My family unfortunately doesn't enjoy cooking. I don't hate cooking, but I tend to be annoying. So I always pursue a simple meal. Everyone will have such an experience. Sometimes bought fresh ingredients at the grocery store, but most of the food goes bad because we wish or forgetting. This happened frequently to my family. That's why everyone cooks using the most decaying and imminent ingredients at that time on weekend. From simple meals to Korean, Western, or fusion dishes, the concept varied every time. We usually try to make exotic food. One day there were too many vegetables left. We use it to make the Philippine food totang talong. It's a dish made by grilling and peeling branches and then use eggs to fry them. It was really good. I recommend. We made curry using the leftover vegetable. On the other day, there were many shrimp left, so we made Vietnam spring rolls. It was very light and healthy taste. Similarly, we made Spanish gambas made of shrimp, garlic, and oil, if pasta. Finally, it was my family who forgot salmon and cutlet, so we made kimbap, cutlet sandwich, and hot pot too. I like food that I make and have with my family like this. Still, I can't adapt to washing dishes, but from some point on, I've been enjoying this weekend. This is my family food culture. The theme of is tourist. I will answer these three questions. First, who are you as tourist? I have a fear of an unfamiliar environment. Thus, if it is a domestic trip, everything can be planned and did, but not outbound travel. Also, this is all the more so when it comes to traveling alone. I would definitely be relieved if suggest a basic travel plan format. However, I don't prefer a tightly organized plan. I can choose a certain part and want free. In my case, I belong to individual mass tourist or mid-century. Second, what do you enjoy doing? I like to visit special food, special place there, or activities that can only be experienced there. This is a trip to Pohang that I recently visited. This place is close to the sea, so I had very fresh sashimi here and I was satisfied. Also other place. Finally, what is your travel preference? I think the basic reason tourists go on a trip is to happily return to their daily lives. So I think someone can feel happy from meeting new people there, experiencing new things and making various memories. But for me, traveling is relaxed and I prefer that. Staying in a good accommodation and having food that can only be having there, or looking around nice attractions, taking enough rest on a trip gives me a new power to return to daily life happily. Moving on, it's an answer to how do you practice responsible tourist. Tourists are important customers who bring the economic income of the country they visit. However, even customers should not be rude because we are going for a while. Therefore, nothing can be damaged, such as natural environment, artificial culture. You can just enjoy it. How do you practice responsible tourist? When I was part-time at a cafe and I received order from foreign tourists, they confidently ordered in English. I was so busy that I didn't realize it then. I felt bad a long time later and thought they were rude. This is because they did not try simple Korean and did not ask me if I could speak English. In order to have responsive tourism, culture must be respected, and I think the language they talk about every day is one of the most basic culture there. We are not natives, so we don't have to use it perfectly. However, I think should know simple words. It will think that your country respected. As a result, I didn't want to be remembered like the foreign tourists I experienced. It was not a good pronunciation, and there was a smart translator, but when I visited Japan, I studied simple Japanese. This is what I practice to be a responsive tourist. Next, unique accommodation and unique food and beverage. First, unique accommodation. Place is located in Imshil, Jeollado, Korea. It's a camping place. There are also general accommodation, but there is special bubble accommodation here. Put air into the dome to maintain its shape. The other side is clean, so you can enjoy the forest view. In addition, the angle was adjusted so that other people could not see the inside, so you can enjoy camping in a private space. Second, unique food and beverage. It is located in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. In fact, this restaurant sells ordinary menus. However, it has a unique concept eating the dark. What's more special is there is blind who guide the restaurant. After meal, there is a quiz time to guess what you had. This is restaurant offer a unique experience. In addition, it makes us realize the importance of sight. Next, traditional beverage is cinnamon punch. It is a traditional Korean drink made using ginger and cinnamon. You can drink it cool or warm to your taste. People usually drink it as a dessert. It's good for immunity. It is featured by a combination of the sweetness of honey and the spicy taste of cinnamon. In fact, in the past, it was very luxurious drink. Spices such as cinnamon and pepper were not produced on the Korea, so all of them had to rely on import. So even the nobleman could taste it little by little when the king gave it to his servant or imported it from China. Let's move on the next one. Finally, I will present what is essential as a student, tourist, and responsive citizen who learned through this course. As the first student, the tourism industry is a combination of the entire industry. Need to know the types of tourists such as psychocentric, allocentric, or mid, and the types and element of tourist attractions. For example, whether it is made naturally or artificially. I learned about the motivation for the people to go on a trip and the overall system types of tourism made by it. Also about emerging tourist attractions other than the original ones I knew too. To sum up, I think the 4A that make up all tourism are the most important: attraction, accommodation, accessibility, amenities. Second, as a tourist, international tourism and culture contain a variety of cultures in the world. Always have a humble mind to comply with the special etiquette that the country must follow for social and religious reasons, like costume required by Islam or food prohibited by some religions, and we need to know the environment such as the climate and transportation there in advance. Lastly, as responsible citizen, if meet foreign tourists, speak favorably and actively respond to their ask. Also, superiority complex, racism should not be done. Tourists who have made a good impression will lead to revisiting, which will change the image of the country in a positive direction. That's all for my presentation. Thank you for watching.